My friends, those of you who went away to college, by that I mean that you chose a college far enough away that you needed to live there. You know what a unique experience that's like. There's nothing later in life remotely similar to what people experience when they leave home and embrace an on-campus life, doing pretty much what they want whenever they want, meeting hundreds of new people, making dozens of new and perhaps lifelong friends, hours and hours of fun, harmless pranks, late-night parties, athletic events, all-you-can-eat dorm cafeterias, and even falling in love. All good stuff. Of course, there are the classes as well. We shouldn't forget that. Some people look forward to those. Some people only kind of tolerated them, and some others actually dreaded them. And yet my gut tells me that most college students, from the least bookish to the most academic-minded, look forward to the day when they will not have to attend classes anymore. But all that other stuff, the fun, the friendships, the parties, the limited responsibilities, well, most students never want that to end. Lord, it is good that we are here. If you wish, I will make 3 tents, one for you, one for Moses, and one for Elijah. So said Peter on that mountain a long, long time ago. And he and James and John witnessed something incredible. Here they were seeing their dearest friend Jesus in a way that they had never ever seen him before, in some sort of glorified, dazzling, divine-like way. And not only that, but he was joined by and conversing with 2 of the giants of the Jewish faith, Moses and Elijah. That certainly must have been a life-changing moment for the 3 of them. I cannot even begin to imagine what must have been going through their minds. Well, that's not entirely true, because we sort of know what was in the mind of Peter. He seems to have never wanted this to end. And 2,000 years later, I think you and I understand that feeling, my friends. You know, if we had been there, who among us would have wanted to go back to the drudgery of our everyday lives? Who among us would have wanted to step away from that incredible experience, come down that mountain, and have to face the disappointments, the challenges, and the difficulties of life? Not me. Maybe not you either. It seems that when it comes to the best things in life, we never ever want them to end. We want them to go on forever. And it might seem that we do not have to make such a decision, that we do not have to decide whether to remain on that mountain or whether to come down from it. I mean, after all, we do not ever find ourselves witnessing the transfiguration of Jesus Christ. Or do we, my friends? Or do we? In some ways, the whole liturgical life of the church, and its devotional life as well, is an attempt to give each of us a mountaintop experience. These mysteries are meant to truly awe us, to inspire us, and give us a glimpse into the very life of God, to commune with God in a very intimate way. And most of us, maybe all of us, would not be here week after week if we did not get to experience a little bit of God each time we come through these doors and gather in faith. In a certain sense, all of these small, grace-filled moments, they're all small transfigurations, experiences that draw us closer and closer to Jesus Christ in all his glory. And nowhere is that more visible than at this table of the Eucharist. A moment to see our Lord and God, Jesus Christ, truly present. To see him not with our eyes, but with our minds and our hearts and our souls. And just like Peter, most of us probably don't want it to end. Oh, I don't mean that we want 45-minute homilies or liturgies that simply go on and on and on. I mean, that's kooky talk. But what we probably want is the feeling of that mountaintop experience to never end. That awe-filled, breathtaking sensation that God is so very close. That our problems have sort of dissolved into the background, if only for a moment. And that the worries of the world don't seem quite as overwhelming as they were before. But it cannot be that way. At least we cannot remain on that mountaintop forever. We cannot simply use the church's liturgical and devotional life to escape from the world or from our responsibilities. We just can't do that. At some point, we must come down from that mountain, and we must use the power of those experiences to face the challenges of day-to-day life. You see, my friends, true faithfulness is not about staying on the mountaintop. It's about being willing to come down from the mountain, roll up our sleeves, and continue the work of Jesus Christ. To say, Lord, it is good that we are here. Yes, it is, my friends. But what we do here, what we experience here, ultimately, cannot remain here. We must take it with us as we exit this holy place, enabling, empowering, and inspiring us to transfigure and to transform our world into the beautiful place that it can be, the beautiful place that God created it to be. A world filled with mercy, forgiveness, compassion, generosity, and love. Only then will our communion with our God be complete.